Empire Bakery, located conveniently off of 220 in Rocky Mount, Virginia, is growing and looking for new associates on every shift. Full-time positions available consisting of 40-plus hours a week and a part-time shift available 9 to 2, Monday through Friday. Empire Bakery offers competitive pay starting at $13 an hour for production associates, an overtime rate of $19.50 per hour for hours over 40. Empire Bakery is a climate-controlled facility, and benefits offered included health insurance, dental, vision, 401k, and a generous time-off policy. Come join the sweet team. Visit empirebakery.com/careers. Empire Bakery Commissary, 515 Weaver Street, Rocky Mount, Virginia.
Hello and happy Wednesday to you. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with us on BTW21. I'm Dustin Staples. As you are much aware now, we are in the process of doing some renovating and new design sets, as Louis showcased you last night on Tuesday's edition. So do bear with us. We're in the process of trying to make as perfect of a new set there is. We have been very fortunate and very thankful to be where we are right now. We've been there for a little over a year or so, and we enjoy where we are. So we thank you for bearing with us and all of our technical issues that we have been going through for the last couple of months, to say, and many, I guess, year and a half now, because we've been moving since the pandemic began. And you've been keeping track of with us. So that gives us an idea of how long this has been going on. Something else I want to keep you in the news about is the air quality index. As you are much aware, it has been creating a lot of haze in the skies early in the morning, and then later in the afternoon, you're thinking you're probably having some smog concerns, and that is a concern right now. We talked about this yesterday, and it looks like the issue with this is the California wildfires that sparked almost 2 weeks ago. The atmospheric jet stream, which is pretty much a flow of how things operate, thousands and thousands of feet in the air, and going thousands of miles, just zipping across the world, and it gets into a stuck flow once something interferes with it. So think of this as a football game. Of course, if you're kicking a football and someone interferes right in the middle with it, think of this as the smog interfering our regular football references. You can't get a touchdown until, someone interferes with you. Some of that nature with that is kind of give you a sports analogy, to say the least. But when someone, got the regular airflow and then something sticks in the middle of it, well, we've been interfered with smog and some smoke in the air. Our air quality index, this is from early this morning, just to give you a interesting perspective of what it looked like. This sensor is coming from Roanoke, and they're under the code orange alert for the next day or two. We're under a code yellow, nothing to be too concerned about. I don't want you thinking this is, a drastic, dangerous thing, but it is pretty concerning for those who are in that unhealthy, sensitive group. So do be mindful of, if you must go outdoors, it's pretty much tells you there, shortening your activities out there. If you're going to go check the mail and get the paper, maybe have a picture of something outdoors, you're okay for 5 or so minutes, and then, be sure to come back in. This is a dial that shows you the worst to pretty much good. And again, this was the afternoon update from the Roanoke sensor that pulled out there. We're under a 67, so we are under a code yellow for the next day or two. Nothing too concerning, but we're not, in that green where we need to be. And of course, parts of the Pacific West are in that purple and almost magenta-like color there. It has just been so horrible to see these wildfires take havoc part of the Pacific Northwest, even Canada. Pretty interesting to see how this unfolds here in America, and as well as across the world. Parts of China, Japan, Thailand, Taiwan, they deal with this on a daily basis with small concerns nonstop due to the pollution of that in the atmosphere. So that's our CO2 carbon levels going up, and it does, science shows that they are going up on a high scale. So that's your knowledge about CO2 carbon oxygen levels in America and around the world. Back locally, sunshine's going to continue to be out there. So another warm day and an evening will persist through tonight. Will develop with clear skies. Beautiful sunset is in the making due to that smoke in the atmosphere. Again, if you do suffer from the air quality alert, don't stay out there too long. Just remember to keep a close eye and listen to your body. Thursday is going to feature so much warmer temperatures, less humid. So that's the good news. news. We'll continue to deal with that for another day or so. High of 88 with a low of 61. No rain is expected, which we kind of do need. It will clear the atmosphere out with the smoke, in the atmosphere, and that'll help reduce the air quality, getting back down to a good sensor level. So it is again pretty common. We do get this every now and then, just something in the atmosphere that just kind of floats around like the Saharan dust that we get. That's every year. That does not surprise me to see that happening every so often along the coast of Africa, but it keeps the tropical levels down and also can give us some nice sunsets too, but also put havoc on those sensitive people out there as well. All right, you've been science-fied. I'm going to take off here so you can get back to more great local programming here on BTW21. We appreciate your company.
Empire Bakery, located conveniently off of 220 in Rocky Mount, Virginia, is growing and looking for new associates on every shift. Full-time positions available consisting of 40+ hours a week and a part-time shift available 9 to 2, Monday through Friday. Empire Bakery offers competitive pay starting at $13 an hour for production associates, an overtime rate of $19.50 per hour for hours over 40. Empire Bakery is a climate-controlled facility, and benefits offered included health insurance, dental, vision, 401k, and a generous time-off policy. Come join the sweet team. Visit empirebakery.com/careers. Empire Bakery Commissary, 515 Weaver Street, Rocky Mount, Virginia.